welcome to today's video. And in this video we'll be covering the weekly outlook for the new week, which will be starting from this Asian session midnight, being 14th July 2025. So without any further delay, I don't want this to be too long, so I'll jump right into it. If you are new to the channel, leave a like, subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that when I drop you'll be aware. And also, I know that for those that are part of my community channel on Telegram, we're growing pretty fast, by the way. You've noticed that I've dropped the weekly outlook already, but then this video will just cover up everything comprehensively. So without any further delay, for what we're going to be doing here, I would love to use a new fresh chart so that we could start. So let me change my chart right here, yeah. So without any further delay, I'll now switch up and clear everything so that we can start it just like how we do. If you are new, this is the method how we go ahead to get started. So first things first, we go up to the weekly time frame. And when we go up to the weekly time frame, what I always do as usual is to mark the previous week's highs and lows. And then we could see our previous week high right here, the recent high, which was also Friday's high. Name the previous week high like that. So what you notice is that, remember, if you followed us with the other videos that I've dropped, you notice that before price fell back down into this level, this whole level is the discount level to look for buys, which is, can you see, it falls all under discount level, whereby we were looking for buys from, let me get this off. We're looking for buys from somewhere around this region, 50% of this guy right here, whereby you could see the reaction that price gave, but then fell down lower. And we could see price still coming back towards the 50% of the point, seeing if it could be inverted, and we could see how it pushed price down low with the way we opened with from the open price went as low as this from this level. So but then we could see how the previous week closed, we still came back floating around this level, which gives all indications that most likely price will break out of it. And once price breaks out of it, we would see something like this. Price will chase 3,500. It's very clear and undeniable, like most likely this is what is going to play out. So with all of this now that we could see from the weekly time frame, now if we should go down to the daily time frame, what do we see on daily? We still see the same thing happening on daily. We could see this previous week's high, it was Friday's high that closed. And then we also noticed that we also noticed that we had this FVG right here. We had this FVG. I expected price to actually buy from this FVG, but then we have this FVG right here, and we could see what happened. Price came as low as the midpoint, started to buy, but then still tried to go below it, but failed to close below it. And later we saw one candle that broke it and closed below it. Now after they close below, usually people start to look for trades that tend to be trades that will flip that FVG to push lower. But then we noticed that instead of price pushing lower with this candle on Wednesday that tested it, we saw a good push that closed above it again, giving us this break of structure right here on the daily time frame, whereby we have our discount level ranging somewhere around to like retest that FVG. So from this daily time frame now, we could see another FVG sitting right at the midpoint of this reclaimed level. So what I would also want to see from the daily time frame now, notice how we're seeing these things play out from each time frame, from weekly coming down to daily. What I would love to see is that I would love to see price tap to the midpoint of this, tapping into this daily FVG right here, and boom, nothing will stop price from taking or clearing out this other liquidity that's sitting up there. And notice something. If I should take this take my fib 2 from this candle right here, we mark out 50% of it, because after this we could expect that, okay, price would use this guy too as another point to push lower, but then price broke out of it too. still giving us more indications and signs. Let's take this off now. Now let's go down to 4 hours time frame. On the 4 hours time frame, what do we see? We still see everything cooking and colliding in respect to what's already we're seeing happening on the daily time frame. And what do I mean by that? If I should take this trend to create like a trend line to how price has been moving, the bearish trend line, you could notice something. You could notice how price has been respecting these points, and recently, like before the week closed, it kept on hitting, gave this nice hit and pushed down lower. But then what did we see towards Friday? With Friday now, Thursday, Friday, we could see how price came, tried to give it a bit of respect, and next thing, what are you saying? Boom, price broke out. What do you expect with this? You expect that price comes back either to this second leg right here or as low as this guy and push up. This is what I see, and this is what I expect to possibly happen. But then notice something. I said either it touches the second leg or it comes down lower. What I mean by the second leg is that if you should take this point, you could see this failure swing that people sold from Thursday. People sold at this level. This level now, there was serious resistance here, but price managed to close above it. Can you see? Price managed to close above it. So it's possible that instead of price to come down as low as this now, what price will do is that price will peak somewhere right here around this resistance level that we broke out of, peak around it, and next thing, boom. So you could see how now coming down to 4 hours time frame all the way from weekly narrows down the buy levels which we should be looking out for. So the buy levels which we should be looking out for all range at around this is 33.43 down to as low as 33.18. All these are buy levels. I will be looking for buys on these levels, and I'll be dropping a lot of updates on my channel. So if you're not part of it, this is your chance to join in and also eat with us. Last week was really amazing, both VIP and the community channel. Everybody got lots and lots of profits, good profits, enough profits, cooked like nothing less than 10R twice. So that's actually really good and fair. So with this now, this level that I've marked are showing this resistance. You know that if we should go back to 1 day, what can you see? Can you see that this level 2 is also very probable because of the breaker that is sitting there? But then remember what I said, 50% of this guy lies, because if you are taking this as a breaker now, you are trading the daily time frame, you will be putting your entry right here, chasing your stop loss somewhere here, and then your target should be 8CH or as high as this. You understand? But taking this trade from this level is actually very high. But then you could get the whole concept of what I'm saying. And if we should go down to 4 hours, we could just see the whole way that price has been working towards all of this. It's very beautiful. Price action is very nice and fine. It's very nice and fine. So these are my key expectations. These levels, this whole zone right here, we would see something. The ETH buy would come from any of this level. So I don't want to give anything or make anything much more longer. So I'll drop more updates on the Telegram channel with the week open. I don't think I will trade anything Asian, but what I would want to see is I would want to see price actually fall back so that we could actually get a good taste of this opportunity. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to sign up too. And also one more thing, if you should go down to 5 minutes, let's go to 30 minutes first. On the 30 minutes time frame, we would notice that there was this average right here, this inversion sitting right here. Let me add up the lines so that you could see that clearly. What I would want to see is that I don't want to like get much more of price gapping up, but it will actually be good too. But what I want to say is that I want to see with the open, I want to see price closing below this guy. Sorry, I want to see price closing. I want to see price closing below this guy, retesting this level, and then either picking the buys around this point, that is the 33.44 region, or going down to this 33.27 down to 33.17 and 18 before we push up. That's what I would want to see. Another possibility is that price might open with a gap up, take out previous week high, come back, tap 33.43, continue with the push towards 80, or do this, retap the gap that was left, and then chase this before we see this beautiful move to the upside. So that's actually what I'm expecting this week. And if you are new to the channel, you are missing out. You should know that. You should ask people around and follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. All the links are in the description, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.